guys, how's it going? Man, today's been kind of a weird day. You want to know the worst thing about making 3D games? Let's take a little poll here. What is the absolute worst thing about making 3D games? In particular, it's something correlated to lighting. Does anybody know? What is the worst part of making a 3D game as it pertains to lighting? If you can get this, I will give you a prize, which is a smile. I'll give you one big old smile. Okay? Who could guess? Honest Game Dev or Honest Dev Games. Right away. Baking. That's right. But we're going to work on that today. And here's what I want you guys to do. If you understand baking, I need you to teach me. So I'm actually going to be live streaming you teaching me today because I'm still learning. I've figured out a lot of stuff, most of the things related to making our first-person shooter Twisted Tower, which is published by 3D Realms. But what I haven't figured out is baking. I cannot fully grasp the settings associated with light maps. It is just too much. And guys, don't be shy here. If you want to tweet out and say, hey, does anybody understand light baking or light mapping? Thomas Brush wants some help. Put a link out on Twitter. Maybe someone will show up and save us. But I want to jump inside of Unity and get started. By the way, guys, feel free to download my free 2D game kit below. It's totally free. It's my treat to you. I used this exact 2D game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and then I got to play it in front of his subscribers, which was really awesome. So download that. Use it however you want. It's my treat to you. Yeah. Okay. One of you said, just buy bakery. Thomas, just buy bakery. Well, we're not going to buy bakery. We already have bakery. We tried it today, and bakery requires it requires you to swap out all of your lights with bakery lights, which I don't want to do because the game is done. Well, at least it's all the levels are completed. So okay, look, here's an issue that we've got, and we're just going to work on this together here. This is our baked scene. This is just a test scene, and that's a pretty beautiful looking shadow. I like the resolution. The problem here is that our metallics are just looking weird, okay? So if I clear out our baked data, this is how it looks real time. Look how gorgeous that is. That metallic is really reflective. And then when you generate the lighting, it just looks like just crap. So let's hang tight here and let this light bake. Who knows why you bake lights? Does anybody know why do you bake lights? Does anybody know why you bake lights? That is correct. It is performance. Yes. Okay, so let's test out and see, like, okay, maybe the metallics, why did I say it like that? Maybe the metallics are not the problem. Let's remove the metallic map entirely. None. It is officially the metallics, guys. What about this? Does this does have a metallic map? Let's turn it off. Let's remove it. Okay, so that looks a lot better. So it is officially the metallic maps that are causing a problem. I knew it! The problem is I've been trying to figure out metallics for the longest, I think maybe 3 years, just off and on studying baking, because I knew we were going to get to this point when we need to bake. And they always look like crap, every single time. So I cannot, for the life of me, figure out our metallics. And also, has anybody noticed that the shine here? Unbelievable. So that's actually stored it's a real problem here. Okay, so the metallic map here, let's just go to our, let's see here. Okay, our metallic smoothness, it has a map in the alpha channel here. Oh, gracious. That's just wrong. Son of a bee. Hang on. Is it in the albedo? Up the number of bounces? Okay, Funky says up the number of bounces. Who agrees with Funky? The metallic map is just trash. And I don't want to have to go in and change everything. Look at what happens here. Why? I mean, that's even just real time. Let's clear the data actually. No. Yeah. So even real time, it looks like trash. Okay, so the metallic is fine, I guess. Like, it looks a little... Yeah, that's fine, I guess. That's weird, though. I don't want to mess with anything. Up the number of bounces. Metals and roughness will not work without reflection probes. We have a reflection probe. Here it is. Okay? Look, I'm going to show you guys. We have reflection probes. We have light probes. We have baked lights. We've got everything in this scene ready to go. So the question is, what am I doing wrong here where my metallics look like trash? And you can see I've even done an albedo boost, which I shouldn't be doing, right? That should be set to 0. Am I wrong? Is the texture using alpha or grayscale? Well, here's the problem. Okay, Funky Sloth says metallics, it's probably wrong. Metallic surfaces rely heavy on reflections to convey their appearance. Adjust parameters such as reflection probes, environment lightings, and ambient occlusion settings to achieve better results. Sounds like ChatGPT. Okay, so that is our... Why does it look better? That's because that doesn't have its reflection or that doesn't have its metallic anymore. But when we throw our metallic on, I can show it to you here. Like that, it's just completely ignored. Completely ignored. But it's, look at this. It's just white. Or I guess it's just the alpha. I don't get it. Okay, so let's take a look at our reflection probe here. There's our reflection probe. See? So our reflection probe is just fine. So, I'm getting frustrated. I just want to quit. I want to quit the stream. Look at that. Look at that. It doesn't even have light below it. But the light is super hot right here. If I go ahead and max out my weapons here, and let's say grab our shotgun here, that one looks fine. It's this one. Look at that metallic. What in the world? It looks good there. Maybe it's a light probe issue. Because look, guys, if we clear it out, let me show you what it looks like when it's cleared. Okay, so by the way, let's take a look at our light probe group. So this is our light probe group. Maybe it's because the light probe group isn't up here. Maybe we need to refactor the light. Oh, we probably need to do that. We probably need to do it again. So let's go to our magic light probe. This is a new asset that I just downloaded. Calculate all volumes. Before starting the calculation, it's recommended to save all scenes. Sure, let's save our scenes. Okay, it's calculating it again. So maybe it'll move it up. I don't know. Don't quit. Fulfill my wish list before Grand Theft Auto 6. What? Let's see here. Have you thought about using adaptive probe volumes? I don't know what you mean. Are you using source for smoothness correctly? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so we got our, look, okay, they moved up there. That's good. Okay, what about down here? So it's calculating the light probes on the surface of it, but it's kind of sucky because I want it to be here. So, man. Okay, let's go ahead and rebake our lights. No, it is calculated. Man, that's so annoying. Just looks like trash. It looks really flat. You know? Oh, I'm getting annoyed. But let's go ahead and try the, let's see how the weapons look. And for those of you who are just thinking, well, just use real-time lighting. Like, I know that, okay, that actually looks, no. Yeah, that metallic is a little bit better, actually. But look right here, it's trash. That one doesn't have metallic. Look at that. That's fine. Then when you go down here, golly, man, that looks great. Maybe add another light probe. There's a million light probes. What are you talking about? Try this exact asset in a blank scene. How do you make the lighting good in the first place? No. Anybody have anything? My understanding is that things are either metallic or they're not. So metallic value should either be 1 or 0. Maybe. Let's take a look at this really quick. Watch this. Let's play around. I really don't want to do this. But if we go to our metallic map, let's do a PSD here, okay? Let's do a PSD and make the background black. Things are either metallic or they're not. I don't know if that's true. Is that true? What do we think, guys? So let's make this metallic map look a little bit different, okay? Let's give it a grayscale background. Oh, it's a little bit better, actually. So because it has a grayscale background, it's problem solved, which is so weird. Dang it. I don't want to have to change all of our metallics, guys. It is true. They're either metallic or they're not, huh? Well, how do I get, guys, was this exported incorrectly from Substance? This right here? For example, look, let me show you something here. This right here is really struggling. This right here is our metallic map, okay? So it's basically like there's no metallic. I mean, maybe not, I don't know. That does look metallic, so I think it's correct. It's just not very shiny. Now I'm not going to change them all. Have you generated the UV light map? Yes. Okay, so this right here is potentially an issue. Alpha source, input texture alpha. You don't think it was imported correctly? It's the same with Unreal. Because again, guys, look, let's try and figure this out here. This is our lighting. That's real time. Look at how reflective that. Maybe it's just the, honestly, could it just be the level of brightness? Could it be that I just need to set this to 6 and then bake it? Could that be it? I don't know why we would do an albedo boost. Try 1.0 metallic, then full white. Huh? It's not working correctly. It's if you guys can see the difference, what we're trying to do is figure out the variables that cause changes with the light map baking. If we know exactly what those variables are, we can fix those variables before we bake. Because guys, if I want this to bake properly, it's going to take all night. Because currently we're just working with this tiny little scene, but we have to bake the entire like 10 or 15 levels that are massive. So you have to figure out exactly what's going on before you decide to bake. This did not work. Look at this. But if we turn, watch, if we turn the metallic off, Look at that. Same here. It's like confused. And watch this. If I do okay, it's official. It is not the reflection probes, and it is not, because if I delete the reflection probes, watch what happens. It's still fine. That helps though, for sure. That's a metallic. What is that? If I turn metallic down. Okay, something's wrong with the metallic maps for sure, which is just a real pain in the butt. Why is it? There's metallic and smoothness. It's all in one file, which is a real shame. Who can tell me? This is another question I have for you. Who could tell me how metallic and smoothness can be stored in this single file? Does anybody know? How is metallic and smoothness stored in this single PNG file? Because I don't get it. That looks so weird. It looked better baked, honestly. I think something is wrong with Unity in general. No. Unity is wrong. From what I understand, ADPs provide... What? Different channels, but your shader needs to be able to read it. It does. I'm using a normal shader. So if I turn this off, look how different and much better this looks. Oh no. We got a problem, my friends. Those, I just got crazy deja vu. The metallic and smoothness value, this right here, it's wrong. That sucks, man. It really sucks. But which channels are which? This is so confusing. I am at a loss. So this right here, yeah, I don't know. The metallic map is incorrect. Like if I try something else, let's try a different asset here. Let's try a table. A table, I believe. There's so much that we're gonna have to figure out here with light mapping. Let's try this sink. There's a barrel. This barrel right here, guys, that's a pretty barrel, isn't it? There's its metallic map. Okay, if we open it up, you can see it's the same sort of thing, right? It's transparent, okay, which is fine because everything looks like it's correct, right? We have metal here, but the smoothness values are the same. The smoothness values are working as well. But I guess what I'm trying to figure out is if the metallic alpha channel is set here, doesn't that mean that the metallic and the smoothness are the same? You have to disable RGB on metallic maps. So this right here. Oh, it looks better. Are you sure? Okay, Mr. Cook, you sound like you know what you're talking about. I had issues before with lighting of the maps are not set as the correct type. That sucks, because I don't want to go into every asset and do that. Okay, now if we bake, let's go ahead and bake and take a look. Light probe group is, I believe that's fine. Thomas, use a shadow box option, and then you can remodel. No. It's a checkbox in the texture, got it? Yeah, I am sure. Okay, Mr. Cook, stay there for a sec, okay? We're gonna do this. Let's generate our light map and see how our I need to remove that albedo boost though. It's at 6 because that's the only way it looks normal. I don't know. Hey, that's not static. No, it is. We're good. Let's see if it actually works. Maybe the whiteness equals metallic. That's what I thought. Yep. Look at that. Look at that. And we've got a reflection probe. Why are you so dark? You know? Hover the mouse over source. No, it doesn't. Wait. Specify. Yeah, I get that. Yep. Look at this. I don't get it. Look at our metallic. It looks like it's toony. That's just weird. It's like black. No. Baking is a big deal. We can't just screw it, you know. The people want real-time global illumination. Yeah, sure, if we're going to be on a high-end PC, but we want to capture every market we can. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, if I remove the metallic map, watch what happens. But we really need the metallic map. If we open it up, it is... Okay, I think I've got it. The metallic map... I don't got it. Oh, man. Try increasing the intensity of the reflection probe. Sure, we can try it. We can try that. So what do we do here? Oh, I didn't know that there was an intensity value. Set it to real time. I had no idea about intensity. What are you talking about here? No. That really doesn't help. Because it just adds, you know, reflectivity to everything. Increase opacity of the whites? No, I don't want to change anything. Guys, the reason why this is a problem is because we've got all of our assets created, right? I want the bake to look like this because it's clearly working, right? Like this is real time. Real time is clearly working. Look at that. Perfect. The metallic understands what's going on. The smoothness understands what's going on. But the moment you bake it, and really that albedo boost should be a value of 1. You know what I mean? I have no idea. You can use the shapes or models from the store, Gray Shades. Yeah, we're not going to redo everything. Look at that. Look. Watch it bake. Somebody in the chat. Yeah, for those of you who are curious, you know, when we teach 3D art, when we teach game dev at all my different courses, baking is we have not taught it because we haven't touched it. And maybe we'll make a course about it one day, but man, it's tough. Baking is my least favorite. Look at this. Baking is my least favorite. I will learn to love it. I will. But man, I don't get it. No, we're not going to use bakery. Does it have anything to do with the kind of light source nearby? No. I really don't want to use bakery. Because bakery is going to, in theory, require us to... not in theory, I'm pretty sure it requires you to change out all your lights with the bakery lights, which sucks. So, and I don't even know, seriously, I don't even know if that's the problem here. I think the problem is there's something wrong with the metallic maps. Okay, let's do a little test, my friends. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create our own little metallic map. Okay, let's turn off this base map, see what we get. Nope, okay. We're gonna create our own little metallic map. All right, so here's this. This is metallic smoothness. We're gonna do a, that is so weird. I think I've got it. Is it something like this? If I do a color overlay and I set this to white, what happens? I don't get it, man. So you guys are saying that metallic is it's either metallic or it's not? Man, I don't know if I agree with that. So let's go ahead and save this, and this is just going to be our metallic values, okay? Let's just do a little test. So these are our metallic values, right? We're going to clear out our lighting. Learning on the job, guys. And let's drag in our metallic here. There we go. Okay, let's move this speaker up just a tad because it's super hot. Okay. Okay, it looks like it doesn't. What do you guys think? Does that look metallic to you? Not really. Looks like it's made out of plastic to me. Let's go ahead and merge all this together and go pretty harsh with white. So you guys are saying it's either white or black. There's no in between. Is that what you're saying? So like this. Okay, so is that true? Look at that. There's no metallic value. Do I need to invert it? I'm so confused. I've understood this, and then I haven't, and then I have, and then I haven't. I don't get it. What is happening? Okay, that worked. So it's either white or it's black. Is that what you guys are saying? Therefore, if I bake this light, it should be good. So here we go. Y'all ready? Because that's a perfect white value. Hang tight, we'll see. White is metal, black is not. There's no in between. Is that what you're saying? In PBR roughness, metallic workflow, the metallic has to be white or it has to be black. The problem with this is, how do you get kind of, like, you know how there's a metallic slider and you can slide it up when there's no map? Look at that. Still doesn't work. What the F? Look at this. Ugh. What on earth? Let's bring it down here. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna clear this out. Well, for one, the whole scene gets super dark. So we need to just remember that. But if I were to take this, let's say right here, generate the lighting again. Gil says specular. Dude, check your reflection probe. Okay, we've looked at it, but we're gonna wait for this bake. And we're just gonna see what happens. And the probe should bake. Is it part of the GI? I don't think it is. Hey, Coder. Unity lighting is the worst. Yeah, look at that. The reflection probe looks great. Look at that. Okay, the metallic actually looks pretty good. Huh. Looks a lot better. So you're saying metallic is either white or black. There's no in between. It is dark, but it's behaving as it should, right? Dang it. We've got an issue then. The issue is our metallic maps are, I believe they're exported incorrectly from Substance Painter, which sucks. Gothmog says something's not true. What is it? Metallic is a gray zone between dark and light. Light set to mixed, maybe? No. Okay. Okay, so Pyrish Guar says, for Light Mapper, it's better to uncheck the progressive updates and importance sampling and set the filtering to advanced and direct denoiser to open image denoise. Well, first off, that metal is behaving properly, right? The question there's a lot of things to address here. Like, why is it so dark? I don't know. But there is one thing that I'm pleased about, which is our loudspeaker now is properly metallic, right? You see that? It's just proper metallic. It looks great, okay? But why is it that if I clear this lighting, let's try and figure this out. If I clear this data here, and if I set it to that original value, which is this right here, I don't get it. That looks metallic to me, right? Maybe it doesn't. I don't know, guys. So that's our metallic. Yeah, look. Guys, let's figure this out. This kind of metallic map has always confused me. Can anybody answer my question here? This is a alpha metallic map. What does it mean? Let's go ahead and just Google this. Why are my metallic maps transparent? Metallic makes, okay. I don't get it. Uses the alpha channel for smoothness. That's fine, but where's the white and black values? That's what I'm so confused by. RGB is metallic. Alpha is smoothness. Yeah, but RGB is all transparent too. Look at this. RGB is all transparent too. Does that make sense? So I'm just confused. Look. If your metallic maps are appearing transparent, there could be several reasons for this issue. Is this ChatGPT? Metallic maps are typically used in 3D graphics. Okay, that's ChatGPT. Because the smoothness is black? What? They are separate. It's just Photoshop showing it like that. Okay, so then why? We're going to figure this out once and for all. I swear. No. This has nothing to do with being see-through. Yeah. Okay, so that is correct. C-Pro types, that is correct. Black equals non-metal, white equals metal, opacity equals smoothness. My problem is I don't see any black here and I don't see any white here. So where are the values? Where are they? I know this is stupid because someone's going to watch this and think it's so obvious, but I can't figure it out. I think you need to create separate alpha channel. No. That's not it. Read about mask map in Unity to understand. It's not, I'm not an HDRP. Are you only selecting the blue channel? No. Is it pulling from the blue channel? Look, even the blue channel is just, I think it's looking for just any information. No, but they're not different. That's what's frustrating. You would think that the metallic channel would look different than the smooth channel because they're different. Looks like halftones similar to what you see in printing. The dots make gradients depending on the density. That's fine, I guess. I just, look at this. So this is our smoothness values right here. Okay? This is definitely smoothness values. I don't know where the metallic values are stored. You said you don't think the metallic map is wrong? When you bake it, it's wrong. Right? Like this looks awesome. Right here. That looks really good. But the moment we bake it, I'm going to delete this here. In the gray of the smoothness map, what gray? It's all transparent. There is a thread in the Unity forum about baked light and metal. Well, yeah, there's a lot of questions, but the real question is, look, it's this simple, okay? If we remove the metallic map, set it to none, okay? We can then slide our metallic values. Well, that's great, right? I don't actually understand that, to be honest, because you guys are saying it's black or white, but here I'm seeing you can actually do variations. If I do that and then I bake it, but we're gonna have to bake it at, let's say, 6, I believe it looks great. If you want to see your blacks, grays, you need to put those only in the RBG channels and add your smoothness map separately. Yeah, but I don't want to do that. I want to figure out why it works in real. See, this is the real problem I'm having. Why does it look fine in real time, but it doesn't look good in bake? That's the ultimate question. We've baked our light probes, we've baked our reflection probes. Metallics are dying, and we don't know why. And that looks good in a bake. It's not the same, but at least it looks metallic. Okay, so it's not. There's nothing wrong with the bake. There's nothing wrong with the reflection probes. There's something wrong with the mask. The metallic mask in real time is being treated differently than in bake. AJK says it's because of the lighting. If you bake static lights, the roughness will be gone. At least in Unreal, they have to be set to stationary. What? Okay, that's an interesting thought. If you bake static lights, the roughness will be gone. Well, we're not worried about roughness. But are you saying the lights have to be static? That can't be true. But watch this, watch. When I add the metallic smoothness, look what happens. Don't care. Don't care. I mean, it does look metallic. Wait a second. This is a smoothness issue. It's a smoothness issue. It can't find the smoothness value. Guys, that's all it is. It's a smoothness issue. It's not a metallic issue. Because there's no smoothness map in the metallic. Thomas? Look, guys. Same here. Watch. I thought. Let's see here. That's metallic. That's the. We're close. We're so close. So why do you look speckled like that? Huh? Let's go back to play mode here. Okay, so that looks terrible. Why? Why? This is the big problem. Guys, this is so annoying. Hold on. That's not the solution. That's annoying. Here's why. Look, watch. Because it works here. Look. Turn off bounce boost and indirect intensity. What, set it to 0? We could try that. I don't think it's going to do anything, but we can try it. Kadir says, easy, just don't bake. Well, that's not going to work. We're going to get mostly negative reviews on Steam because of the performance of the game. And we don't want that. Oh, frustrating. Smoothness at 1 max always when you're using a smoothness texture. I don't agree with that. Yeah, that didn't fix it. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Man, I just don't know. Uncheck real-time GI. Okay, we'll try that. Uncheck real-time GI. Where is that? What are you talking about? Uncheck real. It is. That's not. RGB is only for metallic, and the alpha is for smoothness. It's unchecked already, yeah. So, I'm at a loss, my friends. I'm at a loss. That looks really good, though, in real-time mode. It looks great, you know. The moment we bake, it just gets nasty. Yeah, Gil, I don't know, man. Thomas, that wood needs to be fixed. Maybe adjust the normal map. No, we're fine with the wood. Yeah. There's only so much I can focus on, right? I need to figure out what's going on with our metallics. I cannot put a finger on it. The problem, DMplar, is this is how it looks. Everything looks, metallics look great in real-time lighting. Look at this. They look amazing. The moment you bake, the metallics look like crap. And I've got the reflection probes. Yeah, 3D Realms can help. I can bother them if I want tomorrow. I kind of wanted to figure this out, though. Okay, so this is an interesting comment, and I agree with it. I do. The comment is, real-time lights are an approximation. Baked lighting is for real. That's fine. What I want to do is in these settings, I want to adjust these settings so that they match the real-time lighting as close as possible so we don't have to go into every single texture and every single light in the game and change them, right? Why are you not even shiny? It's so odd. That's good, but why didn't this one? Oh, so confusing. Look at this. Okay, it works down there, I guess. What happens when I move the barrel? which I know we can't move the barrel because they're static, but black and gray map, Tom. Okay, so I've been trying to address this idiosyncrasy, this whole chat. I appreciate your help, guys. Really, I do. The question is this. Number one, there's those of you who say, make it either black or white in the metallic map, Thomas. Well, that's not a problem in real time. Real time, it's actually just fine. Everything works properly. Why is it that during the light map, during the bake, then we have a problem? Let's see what happens, guys, if I set this value, this albedo boost, to 10. If we're not seeing the metallic, those black spots enhance, then something's wrong. Change metallic to 0, bake it, then change metallic back. We can try. That's an interesting idea. That's what I'm thinking, Kepro. It's like, look, if why did albedo boost not do anything? What about indirect? Let's just see what happens. Let's keep cranking up sliders and seeing what we get. It could be the indirect. Could be. Put an emissive sphere near it. It's a metallic issue. It's a lighting baking issue. Look, it didn't even do it. Look. The black spots are still there. So it's just confused. It's gotta be. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. What about baked indirect? Let's try this. We're gonna try a variety of different methods and see which one works for us. Change every single setting until it works. Oh man, baking lights is such a pain. Ambient light stops contributing once it's baked. That's fine. We don't have any ambient lighting. We're not using any ambient lighting. None. So, yeah. What is baked in the reflection probe? Let's take a look, guys. Right, this right here. Hang on. Let me ask you a question, guys. Does a reflection probe affect real-time lighting? Because my theory is it's taking the skybox potentially, and it's using the skybox as the real-time, as the material, the metallic reflectivity. No, that's too much of a messy solution, Gil. Unity assumes the smoothness data is the alpha channel of the texture used for the metallic or specular texture map. Yeah. The glossiness calculations needs a view vector. You can tell by the highlight, blah, blah, blah. This information is not there anymore. What? Okay. So that's good to know. Thank you for the chat GPT. The chat GPT says yes, a reflection probe in Unity can affect real-time lighting. Okay, so that's what is happening. I don't know. Oh man. It does. When I made my game, I actually encountered a similar issue with the specular map on the character's t-shirt when it got close to soccer ball, which was highly reflective. No, we're not using real-time lighting. For mixed lighting, okay, AJK says for mixed lighting, okay, so you're saying make this mixed. That's what you're saying. I can't do that because I want my shadows to be really clean and crisp in this game. You know? And I... Delete reflection probe and bake. Why would we do that, Light of Life? You got an answer for me? Why would we do that? Who can explain the difference between a mixed light and a real-time light? Can anybody tell me the difference? What's ChatGPT say? Because this looks a lot better. If I disable it, looks like, okay, looks like we have some information from the bake, right? So what's the difference? Does anybody know? Is a mixed light still gonna help performance a little bit? Yeah. Oh, it allows dynamic objects to cast shadows. That's not a dynamic object. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. But the shadow, that doesn't make any sense, actually. The shadows are changing. I don't get it. Like if I move this object, I think what it's doing is it's baking. Yeah, I don't get it. Who knows what mixed lighting is? Ivan. Yeah, I know what dynamic. Sorry, I do know what dynamic means. Yes. Mixed lighting is a mix of real-time lighting and baked lighting. Yeah. In Unity, mixed lights and real-time lights serve different purposes and have different characteristics. Okay. Okay. I'll just Google it. How's that? What is the difference between race and ethnicity? No. What is the difference between a mixed light and a baked light? Unity. Generate. All right. In Unity, mixed light mode combines baked lighting is used for static lighting, while mixed lighting is used for stationary lights that interact with moving objects. And that is so difficult to understand. How it works: provides the same indirect lighting baked into light maps while keeping the dynamic shadows. So it's a shadow thing. It's particularly a shadow thing. This post here, utterly confused by mixed and baked lighting. The only difference between real-time and mixed mode is that Unity will bake indirect lighting for mixed lights. So there's no baked soft shadow on the door. Baked lights don't consider any real-time light. What? Yes, I get that. So if the door is set to static, it will bake the shadow into the light. If the door is set to dynamic, I should get real-time shadows. So confusing. I don't even get it. Sometimes I question if Thomas is really a professional. Do you want to know what a professional game dev is? It's a person that fakes his way to a finished game. Man. Do not know what to do. We'll generate that. Sometimes real-time version has Skybox as reflection. Baked has the tiny reflection probe. Are you sure? Are you sure? That can't... So you're saying that this right here is the new... Wait. What just happened? It looks great. What just happened? Oh, that's set to mixed. That's why. Let's take a look at our light maps. Look, it didn't even bake a light map. Yeah. I understand light probes. I understand reflection. I think I understand reflection probes. Background color. Wait, HDR? No, we're not going to use mixed. Okay, phony. I won't hire you, but I will ask for your opinion and give you cred on the chat. How's that? Okay, phony. What's going on here? Do you got any ideas? So we're going to set this point light to baked. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and rebake. And we will see our metallics looking terrible. Increase the light probe resolution? I don't see why that would help. Light map bake needs skybox texture. What? Light map bake needs skybox texture. Okay. How do we do that? Here's our bake. Light map bake needs skybox texture. The reflection probe is... that's not going to help anything. I guarantee you it's not going to help anything. Increasing the resolution doesn't somehow brighten things up. Try going to the environment, adding some texture to the skybox, then bake. See results. What? Yeah, that didn't do anything. Fatal says, Thomas, you're effing everything up. Well, we can just clear all this on GitHub. We just disregard our changes. Mixed light will be dynamic functionality where it was in bake. If you move it, it won't work as baked. What? The light map setting increases either albedo boost or a direct intensity. What? Give it higher indirect intensity? I mean, we can try that. We've already done this, but we'll just do the intensity and see what we get. I wish I understood it. Like, I wish it was just clear in my brain. All this is going to do is it's going to increase the highlights and then keep those areas that are metallic, it's going to keep them very, very dark. Yeah, the reflection probe is baked. I think it's in the environment tab. What, the skybox? I have a skybox. It's right here. What if I set the intensity multiplier set to 0.25? Oh. Let's clear this out here, yeah. No, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Try phony solution and see if he's phony. Okay, let's see. From what I understand, you're trying to have reflections show in the metallic areas. All right, phony, what we got, buddy? Let's hang tight and see what phony's got. Right now they are black. From what I understand, you're trying to have reflections show in the metallic areas. Right now they are black. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so what's the solution here, phony? Light map bake needs skybox texture. We have a skybox right here. Okay. Is phony going to give us a solution, guys? Have you tried? Yeah, we have, but I'll show you again. The question is, have you tried baking with just a white metallic map? Yeah, sure, let's do it. Okay, just so we can get some clarity here. This is going to be our metallic smoothness. I'm going to go crazy if I don't solve this before I end my day. I'm not going to be able to sleep. This is an emergency, guys. But let's go ahead and make this white, okay? Just so you guys can see that if it's white, then yeah, we're good. But we don't want it to be white. We want to use the default values that are created, that are available to us. Look at that metallic. I don't believe you guys that gray doesn't work. You guys are lying. It's not either black or gray. Or white. You can do gray, you can do, look. The values change. Look. You can have it variable. Look. But let's go ahead and test this out here. Look. I believe some areas can be more metallic than others. Anyway, let's make this, like if we make that full white, look at that. Wait, maybe it's the smoothness value. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, you guys are right. I was wrong. The smoothness value, it correlates to the metallic. Okay, got it. So that's what it looks like before the bake. And we're going to go ahead and generate the lighting and see what happens. I'm so confused. Wait, where's Phony? Is Phony still in the chat? I thought Phony was gonna give us the answer. Oh no. What? What the heck? If I remove you, what happens? Guys, the metallic, it doesn't know what to do with the metallic. It doesn't know. Wait. What is it? Why doesn't it know what to do with the metallic? Hang on. Ah, my head. Okay, no smoothness values. Is it because... Okay, the first question is, can you have metallic values that are gray? Under lighting, baked lighting. Wait, what? Baked light maps. What? What are you saying, Learning? It is 0 to 1, of course they could be gray. Then why were you guys telling me it's either black or white? Okay, then here's the next Google, because you guys aren't helping me. You're just sitting there making my day worse. Let's Google here. Transparent PNG metallic maps, baked lighting. Wrong. Unity. I have a problem with my baked global illumination. We've got to figure this out, guys, please. How to bake metallic and smoothness map for Unity. I have a set of models in Blender with materials that are mostly metallic. There's high poly and a low poly, blah, blah, blah. I ended up writing a custom script to convert maps generated in Blender. With regards to generating an inverted, the smoothest map is fairly straightforward. I generated roughness map and inverted it. The metallic map is a little more of a hassle. Blender does not appear to have a bake option for it. Watch this, guys. This is going to be crazy. If I take this metallic map here and I put it over top of this, I believe it'll work. Let's make this a PSD here. I just don't want it. I don't want this to be the solution, because it means I'm going to have to go into every single one of my maps, which is hundreds of maps, and do this. Why doesn't it shut? Wait, what? It's so weird. Okay, so if I crank up the contrast here, it should work just fine. Yep. Well, it's not shiny though. That's what's so weird. If we go to our base map here, I'm getting really confused, honestly. About done. The metallic map says if something is metallic or not. That's why it has to be a black or white value. We believe in Phony. There it is. So Phony's back. To add an alpha channel, I know how to add an alpha channel. This new layer has become your alpha channel. That is the smoothness is waiting for. No, that didn't work. Look, I've got everything set up properly. We have our alpha channel right there. This is our albedo, okay? This is our albedo. Great, right? Here's our metallic map, right? If I turn this off, this is what's weird. If I turn it off, well, you can't even adjust the smoothness with the bake. Isn't that confusing? Why is it that I can't adjust smoothness in the bake, but in real time I can? That's a really good question. If I clear the bake data, for example, take a look at this. I can adjust the smoothness values. Isn't that weird? But in the bake, you can't. Why is that? I'm sure it's a simple solution. Set lighting back to bake, not indirect. What? Set lighting back to bake, not indirect. Indirect is only bounce light. Huh? That sounds really smart. What are you saying? Set lighting back to bake. Indirect is only bounce lighting. Please say that one more time. Who are you? No, Gil. Choose metallic alpha as the source? No. What, for the smoothness values? We don't have an issue with their smoothness. Okay, we have a totally different opinion here. This is from Clayton. Metallic levels for the material are controlled by the values in the red channel of the texture, and the smoothness levels of the material are controlled by the alpha channel in the texture. Okay, so that's all fine and dandy. Why is it that the clear when we're using real time? Okay, Clayton seems to know what he's talking about. So let's hear what Clayton has to say. Okay. So you got to rebake when you change. So is it that smoothness values? Oh, really? Really? Shh, really? Okay. Smoothness values need to be rebaked, apparently. I don't understand that, but oh boy. Okay, so anyway, let's go to our metallic alpha here. That's great. That a lot of you have been telling me we got to do this with the metallic texture. Why is it in real time it works? Why does it work in real time? It's because of the light type. Your roughness is gone after you bake the lighting with static lighting. Roughness goes away after you bake static lighting? Why? Why does roughness go away after you bake static lighting? How does that make any sense? Roughness goes away after roughness. Why would roughness go away after baked lighting? Roughness, baked lighting. I understand that specular is not baked in, but roughness should be. And it's just very faint. I dug through the pipeline setting and normal bias seems to do nothing. Roughness only affects specular. It has zero effect on diffuse. It would help if you posted screenshots, blah, blah, blah. We're using bake, indirect, and normal maps. Work perfectly. Make sure you're using directional light maps. We are. Yep. Shadow mask. Gil says it's going to take 2 minutes to put an emissive sphere near the light source to see what's... I just don't know what you're talking about, Gil. No, I don't want to have to put... We're not going to be creating new stuff. The game's done. We need to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, I agree. Alchemy. David, the issue we have is that, for those of you who are just joining us, the issue we're having is that our metallics and our smoothness values look completely different in real time. And they work great. Look, works great. But the moment we generate the lighting, those smoothness and metallic values are going away. They just disappear. So I just can't, yeah. You just baked indirect lighting. How? Tell me more about that. What was that? Who's saying that? Mr. Cook. What do you mean? Thomas, you just baked indirect lighting. Okay. What am I supposed to bake? Hold on, Mr. Cook. You just baked indirect lighting. There is no light after bake anymore. In the lighting settings, you can set what you can bake. Okay. What are you talking about? You said it earlier from baked to indirect. I did? What, the light? What are you talking about? Mr. Cook is onto something here. Baked lights do not contribute to specular lighting. Then what am I supposed to do? Like, that's what's so frustrating. What am I supposed to do? In the bake settings, I believe. I want to figure out what you're talking about. Mr. Cook said something. You said it earlier from baked to indirect. Mr. Cookie. AJK is saying that in order for... AJK, are you saying that in order for something to even take advantage of specular, it has to use mixed lighting? In the probe? I got 7 minutes here, guys. Mr. Cookie says it should be somewhere in the bake settings. I don't see anything about indirect here. I have indirect intensity. But that's... What is this? Pre-compute real-time global illumination using Enlighten provides diffuse real-time global illumination for static geometry via low-resolution light probes. We'll see what that does. Roughness and specular gets killed when you bake lights. Is that true? That can't be true. So roughness and metallic goes completely away when you bake lights. I think I figured it out. It's the reflection probe. The reflection probe needs a higher intensity? Just a tad bit more, maybe? Is that it? It's the FN reflection probe. If we set it to 3, what happens? Look, look, look. Why is it doing that? Hang on, hang on. You set the reflection probe to 1.3, and then you bake that, and then you bake the lights. Hang on, I think I got it, guys. Hang tight, hang tight. We're so close. I feel like it's a reflection probe thing. Like if I was to set this to 5 and hit bake, look at what happens to my data, my reflection data. Still looks bad. Coder Media says, that's what I've been telling you. Wait, AJK says static lights. Yes. It's not static. Oh. Is that what you're saying? Static lights? Well, that's not what's going on either. I guess we could... Yeah, I'm just seeing changes on the edges. I'm not seeing anything. Real-time light only casts rays, and they bounce from the surface. That is why you don't get reflection after baking. Resolution for probe is low. That doesn't matter. What about HDR? Nope. Static has to be set to mixed. So you're saying my point light, if it's static and I hit bake, that doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't matter if it's static. I don't know why you're saying that. You could be right. I don't see why any of that matters. Wait, what? In the static, there's a drop down. Yeah. What are you saying? No, we already did this. We did all this. Okay? I don't want to use mixed lights. I don't want to use mixed lights. Because look, it doesn't even... When you look at the light map, it doesn't even do anything. Thomas, you have to have static enabled to get some things to work right with Unity. TL Prod says select everything in the dropdown. What, for our light? Look, no data. When we use mixed lights, nothing gets baked. So you're saying set everything? It is. All right, gotta go. Take it easy, guys. Bye. Get over here. Get down. Hey, thanks for watching. By the way, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, click below. It's my treat to you. I used this game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and I actually got to play it with him in front of his audience, which was really cool. This game kit is totally free. It's my treat to you, and you can use it however you want. You can make a commercial game and make $1 million off this game kit. I don't care. Or you could just use it for a hobby project. It's my treat to you. And by the way, if you haven't clicked like, that would mean a ton to me. Hit subscribe. And also, this is important, hit that notification bell. Here's why. If you get notified of when I'm live, you can watch me make my next game and let me know in the chat what you think about the game or any ideas you have. And you might just show up. Your chat might just show up in the next video that I upload. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.